What's up, guys? Dodgers Randy here for your game recap of today's 5-0 loss against the Brewers. Coming into this game, we were 14-8. The Brewers were 12-9. Obviously, now we have 9 losses on the season. However, still in first place. I know it's April. I know a lot of people don't check the standings this early, but we're still looking good. We had a 6-game winning streak after a 6-game losing streak. We were bound to lose one sooner rather than later. And it's a good team. It's against the Brewers. And the 5 runs that we gave up, in my opinion, aren't as bad as they may seem if you're just looking really quickly at the score. So let's jump into this, but really quickly, I've got a couple updates for you guys. Today, Hyun-Jin Ryu came back. He made his first start since St. Louis when he had that groin strain. He was out for 10 days. He looked incredible on the mound today. When they brought him up, they optioned Josh Sborz to OKC, but we'll talk about Ryu in a minute because I want to give you guys a couple more updates that I think you will like about Hill and Martin. Robert said there's a good chance Hill will go to extended spring training in Arizona to throw his 6 innings, 90 pitches, and that would be instead of going to a rehab start. There's still Dodger players, minor leaguers who are in Arizona doing work, so they may just send Rich there instead. And then after that, they expect him to be back. So I think if he pitches there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if they have him on a normal 5-day rest, he should be pitching that next home series against Pittsburgh if everything goes as planned. Martin took batting practice on the field today with the team, and he did catch a bullpen as well, and he seems to be doing a little bit better. He really wants to avoid a rehab assignment. Obviously, Martin doesn't want to do that. No player really does. But Robert said that will be determined later. Probably depends on how Martin feels coming out of today. Go to sleep, kind of see how his back's doing after catching a bullpen and swinging the bat randomly. But, or not swinging the bat randomly. Sorry, something popped up on my Twitter updates popped up and I read the wrong word. But swinging the bat on the field today. So hopefully he's doing well. I really, really want him back. We saw Rocky Gale in the lineup today. He wasn't terrible, but having Martin in there to partner up with Barnes is much better than Gale stepping in. So hopefully sooner rather than later we have Martin back. I also just really like how well he handles our pitchers. So let's all hope he does well and he feels good tomorrow and we get some good news. And I will let you guys know once I know more of that. So, like I said, let's jump back into Ryu's start. He looked really good out there. He did give up 2 earned runs. However, they were both solo home runs to Christian Yelich. Christian Yelich is on a tear. Dude's hit, I think that was his 13th home run now this season. He's not slowing down. He's hitting them all at home. So, I can't get mad at Ryu. He looked incredible the rest of the game. He had 9 strikeouts, which is a season high for him. He only walked 1, and he's only walked 2 batters all season. So, yes, he's only had 3 starts plus the one very short start in St. Louis. But I think Hershiser said it was like 78 plate appearances that he had faced batters, and that was before he even got pulled out of the game. So it's been more than that, and he's only given up 2 walks all season. So he looks great out there. Went 5 2/3 innings. You never would have guessed that he that he was on the IL and coming back from an injury. He just looked like he was out there 5 days ago doing his thing and came right back in and killed it today. So he did really good. He struck out the side in the 5th inning, and then the 6th inning when he gave up the 2nd home run to Yelich, and then that's when the bullpen came in. Bullpen actually did really well. Floro came into the game. There were 2 on, 2 out. He got his fly out. That guy is absolutely dominating this season. I don't think as Dodger fans we do enough for kind of him and do enough, not for him, but support-wise. I feel like we don't really acknowledge how good Dylan Floro has really been. Dodger Insider actually posted his ERA today, and like 39 appearances with the Dodgers, his ERA is like 1.2 or something like that. So he's killing it. Right now, he's, in my opinion, the most reliable guy coming out of the bullpen. He can do no wrong at this point. So he pitched 1 out in the 6th, and then he got 1 out in the 7th, and then a left-hander. They had some lefties coming in, so they brought Ferguson in. Unfortunately, things just went a little rough there. He did come in with 1 out in the 7th. He had a ground out, so quickly there were 2 outs, and then unfortunately gave up a double. Not a big deal. They intentionally walked Christian Yelich, which at this point seemed like a great idea. He had 2 home runs against us already earlier today. Braun was hitting like 170 something out of his last 35 at bats, I think, coming into this game. So it seemed like the right move to walk Yelich, face Braun, and kind of see how it plays out. Unfortunately, Braun took him deep, and that is what completely put the game out of reach for the Dodgers. So it is what it is. It happens sometimes. We saw it the other day when we were facing the Reds. They walked Bellinger to hope to face Pollock, and Pollock ended up hitting the game-winning home run. So just kind of a bummer it worked out that way, because Braun has been really bad recently, and he came through. He got beat today. Professional baseball players beating professional baseball players. It happens. Yimi Garcia keeps coming in, keeps shutting things down. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the 8th with 1 strikeout. He does not want to be DFA'd, obviously. Probably doesn't want to be traded either. Most players don't want to be traded from this organization. But he's making it really hard on the team. He's making it very, very interesting for when Hill comes back next week, what they're going to do. Whether they're going to keep him or send someone like Ferguson down to the minors, which I don't think they'll do because he's doing really well. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen there when Hill comes back, hopefully next weekend. Offense, on the other hand, terrible game for them. Turner didn't look very good at the plate, I will say that. But they did have, it looks like they had 5 walks all game. So they were getting their walks, but they also had 6 strikeouts, 8 in total, but 2 of those were Ryu, so we're not going to count. So they didn't really even strike out that much. Turner struck out twice, and then Seager had a strikeout. Freeze, Taylor, and Kike all struck out once. Turner was the only one to strike out twice. But they just, for some reason, they could not reach today. They had 2 hits all game? Yeah, they had 2 hits all game, and that's just not going to get it done. Even if the starter, Ryu, or the bullpen gives up 1 run all game, there's nothing we can do, or there's nothing they can do at that point. You've got to score runs to win games. Offense just didn't have it today, but they've been doing their thing the last few games. Every once in a while, they're not going to be able to score 5 or 6 runs a game. They should have scored at least 1, but they didn't, so it happens. The biggest thing is going out there tomorrow and beating them and taking the series from them. They already won the series at home when we played them. They took 2 out of 3, so hopefully we can come out tomorrow and take 3 out of 4. We have Kershaw on the mound, so it's looking pretty good for us. And let's just hope our guys go out there and score early, get Kershaw some run support, hopefully get another 6 innings or so from a starter because they're really helping the bullpen out. And let's get this win before we head off to Chicago for Monday. So that's all I've got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. I would appreciate it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.